Okay, we're gonna try this again, going to Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm just gonna press down twice on the stalk to go into autopilot. The one adjustment I made from last time is you could on the Tesla you can set the car to auto set the speed it drives based upon the current speed limit, and then you could set an offset. So I set an offset of +7, which would put me at 7 over the speed limit. You can see what it says now. It says auto creeping. What it's doing that for is it's no different than a person. There's a tree on the house to the corner on the left that I can't even see around, and so the car obviously can't see around it either, so the car creeps forward just like I would creep forward if I was, trying to see if anything was coming. And so now we're approaching a stop sign. This is where it had trouble earlier, but this is pretty perfect. Yeah, it's not gonna have any trouble now. And already it's a lot better by changing that offset, because now it's just accelerating up to 45. It's not trying to accelerate up to, close to 53. So this is already more comfortable. We'll see now how it does up here. Again, these are actually all pretty easy maneuvers for the car. I've seen on the previous beta testers, I've seen the cars do much more significant, difficult types of interactions, like unprotected left turns across multiple lanes of a highway. And again, you'll notice I still have my hand on the wheel, because this is not the released version of full self-driving yet. So there's still bound to be, well, we've already seen in my previous video where it did some things that were a little bit questionable, and the past 2 times I tried to have it pull into Dunkin' Donuts, it had difficulty. So we'll see how it does this time. And honestly, from the looks of it, I don't think it is going to pull in, because you'll notice the blue navigation line only takes me up to the entrance. So I suspect we're going to still have a problem with that. So I'm going to actually try to have it navigate further into the parking lot and see if that works better. See, I can see from here, if I look at the screen, I don't think it's going to pull in there. So let me see if I can get it to pull into the grocery store. And we'll try that instead. Alright, that it's going to do. So we'll give that a try and see how that works out. Remember, this is a combination of a lot of things. It's the AI that they've developed for the actual moving of the wheels, accelerating, decelerating, and then it's a combination of the planning. So the system that plans for which route on the navigation it's going to go, and then the planning as far as which lane it's going to go in. So it's a combination of a bunch of things merged together to provide this functionality. But you can see it rendering every single vehicle. You know, this is a parking lot at a garage. It has every single vehicle that's there. It's rendering all the street corners, the lines, obviously the lights. And I used to have this in my regular version of the operating system on the car, but this is way more detailed. And, you know, their plan is to eventually have this, you know, almost exactly mimic what you would see when you're looking out the windshield yourself. It's gonna go. So it needs to make a left-hand turn here. Again, this is a pretty simple left. I don't know why it's going right now. It seems to have a real problem with turning left there, or right for that matter. So I don't know what it's going to do now. It's making it doesn't know what to do. All right, well, that's why we're testing, folks. So I just sent a snapshot to Tesla, and we'll see what they do with that. So let's turn it back on and try again and see what happens this time. It really doesn't like either side of that turn, whether it has to make the turn into the grocery store or the turn into Dunkin' Donuts on the other side. So
Go to Dunkin'.
I'm going to take a right here. We're going to give it one last try, and then I got to get Dunkin' for my son. Liam's hungry. Slowly transitioning into hangry, so. Oh, this is a really tight right turn, so we'll see how it makes it. It did that beautifully. All right, now we're going into the place it's had difficulty with every time. Oh, I think it's got it this time. All right, so see the pathing, it figured it out this time. So now it's turning into the grocery store. Now it thinks it wants to go around here.